Hey everyone, it's Mark. I'm here to help you take control of your life through personal development, smart money habits, and entrepreneurship. If those things sound good to you, then please let me know by clicking the like and subscribe buttons down below. Now, let's talk about your credit score and what you can do to increase it. I'm going to put an image here on the screen, and this is what is going to represent most scoring models for your credit score. In general, if your score is roughly 580 or below, that would be a poor score. Now, if you are 580 up to 669, that's the fair bucket. Then 670 to 739 is a good credit score. 740 to 799 is a very good score, and 799/800 and above would be exceptional. Now, if you want to increase your credit score, there's one word that you have to know, and that word is FIRLEMINA. FIRLEMINA is actually more of an acronym than it is a word, and you'll notice there are 10 letters. Every 2 letters represents a major part of your credit score. So PH stands for something, UR stands for something, and so on and so forth. So let's take FIRLEMINA and break it down into each of those 5 individual parts and what each one means for you when it comes to increasing your credit score. The first part of FIRLEMINA is PH, which stands for payment history. It's kind of like putting on some old timer glasses on the edge of your nose and pulling out that really old book of all of your past payments on a credit account or an installment loan or whatever you have on your credit report. Nonetheless, it's your payment history. So imagine you have a credit card that you've had open for 3, 4, 5 years, and this book represents all of those payments that you've made in all the prior months. And every one of those payments is reported to one of the major credit bureaus. There's Experian, there's Equifax, and there's TransUnion. And those bureaus are basically like the main companies in charge of your credit report. They're the ones who make it and issue it to people every time someone pulls that credit report. So when you're looking through all your payment history, the better the history, the better your credit score. In fact, the payment history is the biggest part of your entire credit score. It represents 35% of your FICO credit score. At a bare minimum, you must pay the minimum payment every month when you get that billing statement at the end of your billing cycle. Be sure to always pay on time on all of your financial products, whether it's loans or credit cards, a car payment, doesn't matter what it is. Always did it on time, because that payment history, that book of history, will go with you for your entire financial life, and it is so important. It's the most important part of your credit score. Now let's move on to the second part of FIRLEMINA. It's UR, which stands for Utilization Ratio. Utilization Ratio is simply how much of your credit are you currently using right now. So if you have a credit card with a limit of $5,000, and you have $2,500 charged to that card, you're using 50% of your credit limit. Let me make this visual for you as well so it's super easy to understand. This glass represents your credit card, and the red rubber band that I placed on it represents your credit limit. And this water jug over here is going to represent your amount of spend. So right now, let's say you've got a $10,000 limit credit card, and you start spending. Okay, so you spent a little bit. Let's see, out of that $10,000, now you've spent maybe about $3,500. So now you're using 35% of your total credit limit. Your utilization ratio on that card is 35%. As we continue to spend, now we're more closer to 60% utilized on your credit card. And as you keep on spending, now we're a little over the limit. Make sure you never do this. Actually, that's a bad habit, so we're gonna put some of that money back. Pretend you didn't do that, okay? Never go over your limits. So now once you spent to your maximum credit limit, you're basically using 100% of your card. And the higher your utilization on a credit card, the lower your score gets. So in general, you don't want to have high utilization. Ideally, you're at 30% or less. That's the best range to be in. Now here's the thing, utilization is across each individual card, that's part of your score, and also across all of your accounts. So if you have 3 credit cards, you can add all of your limits up together and then add up all of your balances. and then put your balances over your total limit to get the same ratio. So individual cards, if you have high utilization, can lower your score. If you have high utilization across multiple financial products, that can also lower your score too. Utilization ratio makes up 30% of your credit score, so make sure you take care of it. It's the second most important and most impactful piece of that overall score. The third part of FIRLEMINA is LE, or length of your credit history. Now that could be a very short history if you're brand new to the financial world, or whether you've been around for a while and you have a super long history. Either way, the length of your credit file is very, very important. In fact, that makes up 15% of your score. So the length of your credit profile has three major components. The first is the age of your oldest financial product. If it's a credit card, it's started the date you first opened that card. Second is the newest account. How young is your newest card? So if you opened it 3 months ago, that's a pretty new account. And then lastly, we have the age of all of your accounts averaged out together. So you got your oldest product, your newest product, and if you have, let's say, 3 or 4 more financial products, the age of all of those, add them all up and find the average age. And that's the one you typically see when you log into your dashboard on Credit Karma or on any of the banks that you might deal with that give you a free credit score. So if you have a very new or fresh credit profile, let's say you opened your first credit card, it was your first financial product, and it's 1 year old. Even if you have great payment history and low utilization and you're doing everything right, 1 year does not show a very long track record, especially now if you want to go get something really big like a car or a house. The fourth part of FIRLEMINA is MI, or mix. This is the mix of accounts on your credit report. So if you have credit cards, installment loans of some nature, a car payment, a mortgage, student loans, other types of loans, whatever it may be, all those financial products are reported to your credit report, and they can actually help your score if you manage them properly over time. And in general, credit card companies and the bureaus themselves like to see you having experience with a lot of different types of financial products. So to represent this, let's take this bowl here, and this represents your credit file. Now, rather than just having like 10 credit cards, you might actually want to have different types of credit or financial products in your overall mix or your financial wallet, so to speak. So this banana here can represent, for example, your car payment. You're making your timely payments every month. That balance is going down, which is great. Positive history is now a part of your overall mix of accounts. The big Hershey syrup here can represent your first ever house or a townhome or whatever it is. It's your mortgage. All that initial debt is reported to your credit profile. And as you pay it down, just like a car, the balance comes down and all that payment history goes on your profile. It's a different type of credit, of course, different type of loan than a credit card. And it shows that you are being responsible with different types of debt. Then we might have an orange over here representing some student loans that you're also paying every month. You're taking care of it, being financially responsible. And now maybe you got a small personal loan because you had some debt across some credit cards. You consolidated them onto one financial product, one loan, and that way you can be more in control of it and pay it down faster every month at a lower rate. And of course, we have the credit cards themselves too. Now, credit mix does not have as much of a heavy weight on your overall score as the other components. This represents 10% of your overall credit score. So it's still something important to take into consideration. Personally, I've dealt with mostly credit cards and car payments over the years, and that's pretty much it. I do have a lot of credit cards, which helps overall, but only get the credit products that you absolutely need to help you reach any financial goals that you have at that moment in time. We've now arrived at the fifth and final part of FIRLEMINA, which is NA, or new accounts. So you'll remember this every time you get that brand new credit card in a fancy box at your front door. Open up that beautiful box, pull down on that fancy black ribbon, grab the card and drop it on the table, and a beautiful clunk factor follows. You'll now think of new accounts every time you do that. So here's the thing. Those new accounts can work for you and against you almost at the same time. In general, new accounts ding your credit score, or they hurt it just temporarily. Because when someone sees a new account on your profile, it looks like you're actively seeking more credit, which from an underwriter or financial business perspective, it looks like you might be desperate. But again, on paper, they see a new account being opened up. it could be a red flag, like that person's having some financial struggle and they need credit to float them for a period of time. So that's one reason why a new account can actually lower your credit score. Secondarily, it also lowers your overall average age of accounts. But here's the thing, you also now have a brand new line of credit, which gives you more credit to your overall name, which can drive down your overall utilization, assuming your spending habits remain the same too. So when you have a temporary score drop, it's just that. Temporary. That new account will age over time, and as it gets older, your score rebounds, typically pretty quickly too, within usually a few months. But now again, you have more credit to your disposal, which is great. And now as you make on-time payments, that will also build more payment history. So overall, opening new credit lines can actually help your score more than not doing so. Now let's go over the exact steps that you can take right now to start increasing your credit score. I'm going to put another graphic here on the screen. So we went over these 5 parts that make up your credit score, FIRLEMINA. So now what you can do is go get your free credit report. I typically use Credit Karma, which is not your exact FICO score, but it's a great estimate that tends to be within the range of your actual score. When you see the actual dashboard of your credit profile and how you match up, it pretty much tells you exactly which areas you need to focus on to increase your score. So starting with payment history, if you have any missed payments, focus on making sure every single financial product, auto loan, mortgage, credit cards, other types of debt, every payment that comes in every month, make sure it always gets in on time. The minimum payment or more will be sufficient. Second, we have the UR part of FIRLEMINA, which is the utilization ratio. Now, what you can do here to immediately increase your credit score is to pay down as much as you possibly can. The more debt you have outstanding and reporting to the bureaus every single month, the lower your score will be. 30% or lower on every individual card and overall is where you want to be. Even better if you're below 10%. So if you have to carry debt right now for whatever reason, what you can do to help yourself immediately for free is call your bank and see if you can get an increase in a line of credit. Because the more credit you have, the lower your utilization will be. Secondarily, get another credit card. When you have another card, that also adds more credit to your name, and that will mean the ratio or the percent used will go down too. Length of accounts or length of credit history. What you can do here is make sure that your current accounts stay open long term. If you have cards with fees, rather than cancel them, see if you can call in and downgrade to another card that has no fee at all. But as long as you keep that account open, it will age and help your credit score over the midterm and the long term. Also, if you want to increase your credit score within this category, you can stop applying for new cards for a period of time. So whether it's 3 months, 6 months, a year, take a little bit of a break, because every new card that gets onto your credit report will lower your average age of accounts. Then we have credit mix, or your mix of accounts. Those are the different types of financial products you have being reported to your credit score. So of course, you do not need to go out and get as many types as possible and run yourself into debt, but just realize it's one of the smaller factors, only about 10% of your score. But in general, you can do just fine with 1, 2, or 3 credit cards and maybe, a car payment or a house payment or something like that, or even just credit cards. And lastly, we have new credit. So every time you have a new card hit your report, of course, that will lower your average age of accounts, which is your length of history. So those two kind of work with each other. But it also represents just 10% of your score in terms of how many new accounts do you have. If you're saving up for your first house and you want to pull the trigger in the next few months or year, that's a great time to stop applying for new credit cards, no matter how great those sign-up bonuses may be, and just focus on that house. So that's your breakdown of FIRLEMINA. So as long as you remember that word, you will have everything you need to know about which parts of your credit score you need to work on. And speaking of Credit Karma, let's dive into my account right now. All right, let's go ahead and go to creditkarma.com and log into my account. Awesome, and here we are at the dashboard. So you'll see your credit score right here in the center. If you click on it, you'll then be able to go into a deeper look of all the individual components that we talked about. So I'll scroll down here, and Credit Karma actually shows you 6 different categories. So here's payment history, the credit card use or utilization, derogatory marks, which in case you have any accounts and collections, tax liens, bankruptcies, civil judgments, those things that also get reported to your credit report, they'll be listed here. The average age of your account right here, the total amount of accounts that you have, and any hard inquiries. So every time someone or some company pulls your credit report, that's called an inquiry. That'll be listed here. So for payment history, you can click on that and then go into each individual account. The web browser version does not seem to do a very good job of that. If you use the mobile app, you'll be able to see the payment history for every individual card you have, and it'll show you if it's been on time or not for every individual month. Then we can go over to credit card use or the utilization, okay, and then click on an individual card here, and it will show you all the detailed history here. So it shows me I'm using 7% of that account's balance overall, $526 out of $7,200. When I open the card, the minimum payment, here's where it shows you the actual history month by month. So I was able to find that on the desktop under credit card use. The app, again, would break it out a little bit more detailed for each tab. So a very great dashboard to see all those parts for an individual card. Then you can go to derogatory marks in case you had anything in collections or any public records that were hurting your score. The credit age here will show you the overall average plus the individual cards that you have and their years. So here's my oldest card here. It's 6 years by JP Morgan Chase Bank. I can click on that one and again see all those same details, when I opened it, etc. Scrolling back to the top, I can see total accounts. You see 26 open accounts and 17 that have been closed. Okay, not much more detail there. And then hard inquiries. So here are the 5 that I have on my report. If you click on it, for example, right here, it'll also show you when you can expect it to fall off. So inquiries temporarily hurt your score a little bit. They usually fall off within about 2 years of posting to your account. So one of the things that I can do right now to improve my score is to focus right here on the length of total credit age. 2 years, 11 months is a very young profile. So as I continue to let my accounts that I already have age over time and not get as many new cards, this will increase and then help my credit score overall. And same with card inquiries. Of course, whenever you apply for a new card, that's a pull on your credit report, which is an inquiry. This, of course, is not a huge factor of your overall score. It's usually a very temporary drop and then it rebounds, but that goes hand in hand with this. As I stop getting new cards to help my age increase, that will also decrease my inquiries to even help me in the short term to improve my score. If you enjoyed this video and believe it could benefit others, please help me get it in front of more people by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications. I'd also love to hear which part of this you personally found the most helpful. Let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys again soon in future videos. In the meantime, remember, you are great.